Hello everybody. Today we will be setting up everything. So let's go ahead and open the forum file, and in here we will be making three files. Okay, so the first one is the main file, which is the forum. So when you go to the forum, this file forum.php that we will be creating right now lists the available posts from the database into the browser. Okay, and when you click on a forum, on a post to see the content of it, there will be a file called showcontent.php to show the post description coming from the database into the browser. And last but not least, we will be creating a file called create post, and this file is dedicated to creating posts. So we will be creating first the forum.php, and next we will be creating the create post.php. Okay, and next we'll be creating the show content.php. So today we will just be setting up those files. We will not be adding the functionality to them, because the functionality to them is going to be explained in the upcoming lessons. So right now we will just be setting up. Let's open the forum.php and type the HTML doctype head, and inside head let's open a meta tag car set equals to UTF minus 8, and the title should be this. In here you can specify any titles you want. So for now I'm gonna say my forum. Okay, you can specify your forum's names here. So for now I'm gonna make it like that, and let's open the body tag. Okay, and inside the body tag we will be displaying the threads from the database into the browser, and we will not be doing that right now because it has its own lesson. Okay, now let's create the post. Now we will be writing the HTML basics here. Let's okay. Let's open the body tag. Inside the head, let's open the title, and here we will say creating posts. Okay, and let's set the meta tag as well, so that we tell the browser that we're using the UTF-8 encoding. Okay, and inside the body tag we will set the basic form, which is the title and text area for the post description. Okay, now we will be saying form, whoops, okay, and action is going to be PHP self. Okay, open the PHP tag here, and echo the HTML special cars, special cars. Okay, and let's say server PHP self. Okay, and the method, of course, is going to be post, and in here let's put an input. Let's make an input of type text, and name equals title, This is the title of the post. Okay, placeholder is going to be title. And here we will not be making an input. We will be making a tag called text area. And this is made for the post description. Okay, so right now there are two attributes inside the text area here. First one is the rows, and the rows means the height of the text area. So we will be making this 50, and the cols, which stands for columns, and this is the width of the text area. So this we will be making it 50 as well. The placeholder should be post or post description. Okay, description, and let's make a submit button. Type submit, and let's just add a little bit of spacing in here, and let's add the header, create a new post. Okay, and let's see how it looks. Not register. Let's go for forum.php. Okay, and the next is gonna be create post, and there it is. Well, actually, we're gonna be setting the rows to 25 exactly, so that it looks like this. And let's add a little bit of spacing in here between this, and the submit is here. Okay, and now let's add the show content file, which is here. And this show content, we will just be writing the basic HTML, because most of the show content.php is gonna be written in PHP. Okay, so let's open a head tag in here. Let's go for the meta tag. Character set equals UTF minus 8. Whoops, 8. And title. And for me, to be honest, the title is gonna be the threads or the post's title. So we will just leave this like this, empty for now, and we will be adding the functionality to it later. So let's open the body tag in here, and inside the body tag is going to be the post description and so on. So we will be leaving this as well to its own lesson. And for now, we will be, when you open, hold up, okay, now when you open the forum, okay, our forum will be user restricted. That means that you cannot browse, neither create posts in the forum unless you are registered or logged in. Okay, so we will be making this restriction by the following command in here: PHP. Okay, let's start a session. Okay, session start, and I will explain why we started a session in here. And let's say if let's supposedly say session username, if it is null, okay, then that means if you are not logged in, we will be redirecting the user to the register page or to the login page. So we will be saying header location, take that user to the login.php page. Okay, else, or without else, to be honest, because it is not required here. Okay, so in here, if you are not logged in, okay, and we will explain why we started a session in here and why we used this in here right now. We will be explaining it right now. So now this command in here, or this statement in here, checks if the user is actually logged in. If he is not logged in, then we will be taking that user to the login.php in here. So let's just add a little bit of heading in here, testing, so that we know that he's not inside this. And let's go to the forum.php right now. Open it again. Okay, so see, we opened the forum.php, but because we are not logged in, neither registered, it took us to the login.php. So we already have created a user in the database, and it's called testing, and the password is 123456. Now let's click submit. Okay, welcome testing. Now, instead of saying welcome testing, we will be redirecting the user from the login page to the forum. Okay, and in order to save the username, which is testing, we will be opening a session in the login.php file. Okay, so that we can access the username in the forum.php. Okay, so in here, instead of writing welcome testing, and testing is the username, we will be redirecting the user to the forum.php with starting a session. Okay, so instead of writing this command in here, we will be saying session start. Okay, and we will be setting a session variable in here, session variable called username. Okay, and this will hold the username value. Okay, and we will be redirecting the user to the forum.php right now. Okay, so let's explain what happened in here. When you first log in, or you first open the forum.php, it checks if the session variable username is null, and that means if it is null, then he is not logged in. And then if he is not logged in, it will redirect him to the login.php, which is in here. So in here, if you successfully log in, we start a session in here. Okay, and we assign a session variable called username, and we assign it to the username of the user, and then we will be redirecting the user to the forum.php page. Okay, now let's test this. Actually, let's go to forum.php. Because we are not logged in, okay, it took us to login.php. Let's go ahead and say testing 12326, because we already have this user in the database, and let's click submit. It actually took us to the forum.php, and it said testing. Why? Because we already set it up here. So let's actually be displaying the username by saying h1. Okay, or let's say a p tag would be more appropriate, and let's say welcome, and in here we will be opening a PHP tag, and let's say echo the session username. Okay, okay, so we will be doing this, and now when we go to login.php and we go to testing and 12326 submit, it says welcome. Hold up, exactly, we misspelled the session variable in here, so let's log in again, which is testing 12326. Let's click submit. It said welcome testing, and testing is the username of the user. So let's make this bold in here. Let's make the username bold. It said welcome testing, and testing, the username, is in bold. So let's actually do this command to every page in here, so that when you go to create post.php and you are not logged in, you can't create posts. So we will be just copying this these codes in here, and we will be pasting them in here and in here, so that when you go, just like, let's close the browser to end the session, and let's open it again and open forum.php. Okay, it referred, or it redirected us to login.php because we are not logged in. So we will be before logging in, we will be going to create post.php. It referred us or redirected us to login.php because we're not logged in. And now we will be going to show content, which shows the content of a post from the database. It referred us or redirected us to the login page because we're not logged in yet. So we will be logging in by saying testing 1 2 3 to 6 and clicking submit. It said welcome testing. Now if you go to show content.php, see, it didn't redirect us to the login.php. And if you go to create post in here, it did not redirect us to the login.php because we're already logged in from the testing username in the database. So we have created three files in this forum. Okay, the forum, which is the main page. Okay, and in this page there will be displayed the thread names and their creators. Okay, and if you click on one page or on one post, it will be referring us to the show content.php, and in this it will be showing, and this file will be showing the post description of the post and the creator and the title. Okay, and what if we wanted to create a new post? Well, this goes into the create post.php. Well, we haven't actually added the create button in here, so we will be adding this right now. Let's say let's add an A, and let's say href equals to create post.php. Okay, and in here we will be saying create a post and new post. Okay, so when you go to forum.php, oh whoops, we haven't logged in. Okay, let's log in fast. 1 2 3 4 5 6. Okay, welcome testing, it said. Let's create a new post, and it took us to create post.php. So today's video, we have created 3 files and explained each file's functionality. In the upcoming videos, we will be adding the PHP codes to each of these files. So that's it for today's lesson, and thanks for watching.